following announcement has been paid for by the NCO. You're pretty good, but you're no Connor Oberst.
First and foremost, guys, please go check out my homie Sketchy Smeargle. He records all of my videos, and this week he made my team also. He is a good brother and a very close personal friend to all Hawluchadors, so check him out. Link down there in the description. Click it, sub him. You probably won't forget it. No, wait, you won't regret it. That's for sure. Guys, okay, now look at this team. I want to talk about it, so let's. Okay, so this week I brought Tyranitar, Charizard, Weezing, Starmie, Garchomp, and Hawluchas. Hawluchas this week has Solar Power and Life Orb and can do truckloads of damage to literally anything that A-Drive has. Focus Blast on a Mega Aggron in the sun just annihilates it. This week we're running Impish Tyranitar again because it's my answer to Victini. Actually, if he comes in and he V-creates and also Brick Breaks because I have Chople, I can Pursuit him if he switches at -1 or something. I don't know, it was really cool. I'm really tired, I don't feel good. I threw up before this match and then I played this match. I woke up feeling awful and now it's late at night and I still feel terrible. Weezing is the goodest of brothers. He comes in and just dies usually, but not without doing anything. This week he's gonna Toxic Spike some stuff and counter Mega Aggron like it's nobody's business. Will-O-Wisp is gonna be great against that, and Starmie is the premier rapid spinner. It's very bulky defensively. It can take Aggron hits as well. It can take a V-create from Victini if it needs to. Scarf Garchomp. As soon as I get rid of Uxie, Scarf Earthquake does a lot of damage. Conversely, if I get rid of Sylveon or Aggron, Outrage becomes really good too. But my whole thing was Scarf EQ looks really, really tempting this week. So that's what I'm going to play into. I'm going to try and do enough damage where Garchomp can just sweep without Earthquake. With Earthquake, damn. And it's time for the match. Dan, it's finally time, baby. Dan's going to lead off with a Sylveon. That's cute. I'm going to lead off with Tyranitar. I did not expect him to lead off with Sylveon. I almost actually led off with Mega Charizard. And I kind of wish I had at this point. But then I saw that later that Dan actually had HP Rock. He's rocking a Spec Sylveon. I was like, oh shit. This is a no bueno. He did over half to the regular Zard on the switch in. I took sand damage. And I'm like, well, maybe I can roost some of this away. And maybe I can like try and live another. And at this point, I'm like, no, I don't think that's going to happen. So my new strategy is roost until he gets fed up. So I'm going to keep, I roost off again, and I'm almost at full health. But man, he brought me right back down to 62. So it's like, all that damage that I roosted off, he hit right off again. I mean, he's really just on par for this 50%. And on this turn, actually, I ran out of time because I knew Fire Blast wasn't gonna kill. I knew it would do a lot, and I was trying to figure out what to do. And actually, that might have been the best thing I could do. I really wanted Charizard in there, but you know, Mega Aggron's a threat. But Heliolisk is good, man. And I went for Hyper Voice here. I was like, all right, sun's still up. Hyper Voice should kill something. I thought he would bring in Jolteon, but I don't get the solar power because sunlight fades right there. That was a really big bummer. I knew that he couldn't really touch me or do anything with big damage. He ends up going for the Toxic, which actually is kind of good, kind of cool for him. It really limits my time that I can take in the arena with the machine gun, Carl Anderson. So anyways, he brings in Blastoise here. I'm like, alright, easy Volt Switch, and I see that it does that much damage. And I was like, fuck, dude. He's like, calm and max special defense for sure. Found out later he's also Assault Vest. But I go into Starmie and he gets his Mirror Coat off and I live 5 HP, baby. Oh, that felt good. A fucking bulky ass Starmie this week. And I'm like, hey, the best thing I can do right now is recover right in his face hole. So that's what I do. Get some health back. Starmie is still going to be good, but it's not going to be as important as it was before because Zard's out. It's really was just there to like spin. I knew that he would U-turn here, or I was actually pretty confident. He could have set up rocks or something, but I felt strongly that U-turn was the thing that he would do. And I started calcing V-Create on this Victini coming in. I was like, alright, Bandit Adamant. I live 1. And I think the plan was to Pain Split on it. And that way it would bring me back up and he'd be slow and all this other stuff would happen. And that would feel really good for me. So I do that. And he brings in the fucking Megatron. As I set up a Toxic Spikes, and I was like, yeah, Toxic Spikes seems like a fucking great idea on this turn. It really did. I was like, he's not going to stay in. I regained all that health back. I know he can't kill me. I'm just going to Toxic Spikes. He brings in the Mega Aggron on Toxic Spikes. That was great. He is going to Mega this turn on my Will-O-Wisp, which is also fantastic. I know he's probably rest, because all of the battles of Dan that I've seen, which is 1, he uses rest. Now, Dragon Tail gets out Starmie, and I'm like, hey, that's one of the best case scenarios that could happen right here. And I think to myself, what a wonderful day where I can just Scald and get free damage on the Mega Aggron. And he's going to Dragon Tail again, start phase me out. He doesn't have any hazards up, which is great. He's just waiting for a good matchup. And this right here is not a good matchup for him, actually. It is a bad one. He's within Focus Blast KO range for sure. I don't want to miss it. I don't want to risk it. I'm going to Volt Switch. I was like, Volt Switch and Burn will take him out, but he's probably going to rest this turn. If he does do that, I can go back into Wheezing and I can kind of reset everything. He's going to rest here. And I'm like, hey, man, you know, that's you, boo. You can rest all you want to. I'm going to do my own stuff over here. I'm going to do me, you do you. I double switch for, I think, the first time this season. And I go into Tyranitar because Uxie is coming in for sure, 100%. I was like, alright, Uxie will come in. It'll set up rocks. It will heal Bell. And that's it. Maybe maybe it'll U-turn. But he does end up bringing in Sylveon, probably as fodder to see what I was going to do, which was a pretty good plan by Dan. It ends up taking the poison damage and the sand damage, and that's it. No one gets a kill for that. But he brings in Uxie now, who is going to go for the heal bell. I'm like, great. On this turn, I can set up rocks, really put some pressure on him. And on this turn, I'm like, alright, he's going to U-turn. He healed bell. That's fine. I'll just Pursuit. That's what Tyranitar does this season, baby. It clicks that Pursuit button. The Pursuit button is the best button that you can ever click. But he has set up his own rocks, and I'm like, that actually makes fucking sense. But still, at this point, I'm just like, he's not going to do anything to me. I'm a fucking impish Tyranitar with max defense, max HP. So, this fucking U-turn right here, I take it. This Pursuit, though, oh, he crits me. That seemed like a lot. This Pursuit, though, does a lot, and it felt really good, guys. It felt really good. It was really good. I liked it. So he brings in the Aggron. I'm like, okay, 100% he's iron heading here. But I go into Wheezing because Wheezing is just straight up counters this thing. Like in every fucking way, it just does it. I take the iron head handedly, like with great fashion. I think he thinks I'm gonna pain split this turn, and I'm not. So I was just gonna Will-O-Wisp. Pain split was actually tempting, but I was like, the burn is the most important. I'll pain split after that. That's fine. But I get a burn off on Uxie, which is actually really nice because it's not gonna take any toxic spike damage. So Uxie comes in. I'm like, all right, Psychic is the thing. Even if it's U-turn, this bulky ass Starmie will take the U-turn. So I'm gonna go into Starmie, and the Psychic is 100% the thing he's gonna do. I played Dan like a fiddle, baby. Oh, all you Dan fanboys, you didn't think I could win? I'm gonna win. Look at this prediction power. So I'm like, hey, it's a wonderful world when I can just free Scald, and I Scald for free. So Uncle Alan, he gets a kill. Uncle Alan has had like a really underwhelming season, but you know, when he's there, I mean, he takes up space, that's for sure. So he goes into Blastoise, takes poison, which is cool by me, baby. I'm gonna Rapid Spin because I don't want Rocks there, and I want to hurt him. I get the crit Rapid Spin, broken Haxus. He's gonna Rapid Spin too. That's fine, does 8 damage. But I feel like I've done the damage. The damage has been done. He's gonna take poison damage. Great. He's gonna switch out though, and I'm like, that's cool. I could recover here, and I do. At this point, I thought Victini was scarfed, and the thing about Victini, the one that Dan's using, is that it's not scarfed. It's actually Expert Belt. Scald didn't kill because I'm very bulky. I got no special attack investment, so he lived that. He fucking Expert Belted Bolt Strike to me, and that's Starmie could not take that because fucking Victini is power. I got Choppleberry on Tyranitar, and I have just successfully pursuit trapped this Victini. There's no way it can live. Whether it switches or stays in, it's fucking done. I take the Brick Bake, and I click the pursuit button, and the pursuit button kills. Fucking fuck you, Victini. Actually, I don't mean that. I really wanted Victini. It was on my wish list, number 1, 100%. Now he's got Blastoise, and he's got Mega Aggron. You know, Wheezing is just the straight up fucking OG, 100% super awesome counter to Mega Aggron. Now I feel very comfortable with the fact that I'm not gonna pain split still. Actually, Will-O-Wisp here, predicting. If he stayed in, then it's good. If he didn't, that's fine too. I didn't fuck up. Even though I'm sure I might have gained HP off pain split, I'm not positive, but whatever. I'm gonna switch out into Tyranitar because Tyranitar is fucking useless at this point, and I want Wheezing alive because I want to burn Mega Aggron because it is always and always will be a threat. He gets the Scald and the burn, and it takes me out. No sour grapes there. Toxic Spikes, it takes another victim in form of Blastoise. I wish I could assign those kills to Wheezing, but alas I cannot. They do not count as kills. Oh, that fucking cursor is just sitting there mocking me and taunting me. You motherfucking cursor, I'm gonna kill you. If you were a person, I'd do it. Anyways, I'm gonna pain split this time, the right time, the only time to do it. Oh my god, that god damn it, the cursor, bro. Come on, help me out with these videos. He does help me out with these videos. I mean, like, I can't complain. He does it every week, and most weeks is great. But anyways, he Dragon Tail. God damn. He Dragon Tails, and the Machine Gun Carl Anderson comes in, and I'm like, cool. That's what I wanted to come in. I'm going to win with style. I'm going to go for focus. Always hits blast. And it always hits, especially this time, to get the last knockout. And Hawluchas with actually a good season, man. You should check his stats. They're pretty dang good. So post-game last week, I went on a rant / tirade / promo that I cut on the entire GBA. Now, here's what I gotta say. Hold on, I wrote it down. I'm leaving all of that dead air in. Alright, I wrote this post-it note. So let me unfold it. I stuck it together. I'm very low energy because of... Remember at the beginning of the video where it's like I threw up? It's because I don't feel good. But I'm still getting this GBA video out. I still battled and I still won. So, fuck you. Alright. Well, let me take a drink of water. This might... I haven't even read it yet. This might not be worth it. This might have been a thing that I thought was funny yesterday, and now it's not funny. This goes out to everyone who rank Dan higher than me. He loses and shows frustration. I show dominance, aggression. I am victorious, and I conquer. That was probably meant to be a video before I showed a video where I beat him. But, real talk. Check this shit out. The power rankings. Let me... Fuck, dude. I'm fucking #1 on the power rankings, but get this fucking shit. Right. This guy on the power rankings video, fucking in the comments, bro, put me at 5, bro. At 5? 5? Hello? I'm going to cut a promo on this guy. I want him to join the GBA so I could put a hurting on him. Because he wants to go around running his mouth like there's 4 other teams better than me. There's not even 1 other team better than me. Let alone 4 fucking teams better than me. I'm the best in the world at this. And I've proven it time and time again. Season 3 before the implosion. Easily I was the best. I was the best in the front office. I was the best in my games. I was the best at game planning. This season, I take a season off. I dust myself off. I make a new channel. I upload some new different types of video games, and I get the itch. Took a season off, and I played in my friend's league. You know, my buddy, my good friend, who I see all the time, and I say Troy in the NPA, and we play for a season. I'm like, you know, this is pretty good. And I'm having fun, but I know where the competition's at, and I need it. I need the competition. So I came here back to the GBA, and I thought to myself, this is where I belong. This is where I need to be. And I go out there, and I have my Plan A draft, and I know it's a long shot. I know at second to last, Victini's not falling to me. I love Victini. So I switch gears, I shift around, and I pick the 2 best tier 2 Pokemon you can get in Togekiss and Garchomp. And people thought these were weird picks. These are strange picks. But look at me now. Look at me now. They thought it was weird when I picked Tyranitar and Charizard Y back-to-back, dual weather. And they started going, there was a player who tried dual weather before you, and it didn't work. Well, I'm no Kyle. I'm Fizzy fucking Stardust. And while my channel may not be that name, that is who I am, and I can never change that. But let me tell you something. When people were just outright disrespecting the draft, they couldn't see it. They couldn't see the power that my team possessed. They thought it was weird when I drafted Hawluchas early at tier 4. That is the best tier 4 Pokemon that we had on the whole tier. And they were like, that's weird. You shouldn't pick that. There was other picks to be picked. I'm like, dude, you guys aren't seeing the picture. It's not clear for you. You don't have the same vision as I do. You're not thinking 1,000 steps ahead like I am. I'm always ahead. I'm 1, 2, 5 steps ahead. My team has perfect synergy. And in the draft format, people will tell you that times 4 weaknesses should be avoided, and they're deadly to have on your team. Count how many I have on mine. Garchomp, Charizard Y, Tyranitar, Chestnut, and at one point in time I had Levani. So you can call it 4.5, you can call it 4, you can call it 5. And look at me. What is my where am I on the rankings? On the power rankings, I'm number 1. In the league, I'm number 1. I'm the only team that has only lost one time. I have over a plus 20 differential, and to be precise, plus 23. I have been dominating this season like I had planned to. When people underestimated me, they said, Fizz has lost a step. Fizz never loses a step. Fizz is always ahead of the game. There's nobody even within a game from me. It's a bunch of 7-3 teams. What is it like to lose 3 times? I don't know. I've never done it. Look, this is me telling you now. If you're not on the bandwagon, if you don't believe in me, you're doing it wrong, and you're wrong. I am the best, and I am the best in the world, and I've said it time and time again, and you know what? It bears repeating because no one seems to be listening. The poll put out on the GBA Twitter, it said, the Atlanta Hawlucha? As if we're some weird one being. We're a team of Hawluchadores. We're a team. We are the Atlanta Hawluchas. There's not one but many, and all of us are better than you. Every single one of us. Now, I'll tell you one thing. If I ever was an Atlanta Hawlucha, I would not just be a single Hawlucha living in Atlanta. No. I would take these 11 Pokemon, and some of them, I'll tell you what would happen. Tyranitar would be my chest. Togekiss, my wings. Heliolisk, my legs. Starmie, my heart. Venomoth, my second set of wings. Wheezing, my floating leg orbs. Chestnut, my spiky shield. Stoutland, my Colin fist of fury. Frostlass, my cute-ass bow in my hair, and Mega Charizard Y, my fire-dragging, breathing breath. I would be a Voltron, Megatron, Dragonzord, Megazord version of an Atlanta Hawlucha. And it would be scary, and you'd be right to be frightened. In fact, you'd probably piss your panties. This is the age of Fizz. If you're not on board, then we're gonna steamroll you over. And this goes out to John. Here's the offer. Go ahead and forfeit this match. Take the 0-3 loss, 'cause it's the best that you're gonna get.